are vulnerable to such weapons. They can survive and accomplish their missions, however, if they make every effort to operate without being seen. A unit's best protection is afforded by the terrain. It is, therefore, absolutely essential that maximum use be made of cover and concealment at all times. For example, here is what an enemy soldier can see through his sights if use is not made of the terrain. A perfect target to be picked off like a sitting duck. But if the terrain, cover, and concealment are employed, this is what the enemy can see. Practically nothing. Movement of a unit is oriented on the leader, who normally locates himself in a position where he can exercise positive control. Positive control, in conjunction with proper movement techniques, ensures maximum use of the terrain and rapid response to enemy contact, which is made with the smallest possible force. Normally, the smallest possible force is the fire team. The one formation used by the fire team when moving is the wedge. The fire team leader is in the lead position, with its men echeloned to his right and left. He is a leader who leads and fights at the head of his team. His standing order is, follow me and do as I do. So, without orders, if he moves to the right, his team moves to the right. If he stops, his team stops. If he should open fire, his team opens fire. The number of men in the wedge is not important, just so long as they are evenly distributed as possible to the left and right of the fire team leader. There are two fire teams to a rifle squad, Alpha and Bravo. Both teams use the wedge formation for all movement. It is essential for all men to maintain visual contact with their leader. The normal interval between men is about 10 meters, but this may vary with terrain and visibility. The squad leader changes the relationship between the two teams based on the situation or on order of the platoon leader. This particular squad is 1st Squad, 1st Platoon, Company A. It is the lead rifle squad in the platoon's movement to contact. There are 3 techniques of movement employed by the squad: traveling, traveling overwatch, and bounding overwatch. When speed is necessary and contact with the enemy is not likely, the traveling technique of movement is employed. The squad is organized into 2 fire team wedges, approximately 20 meters apart. The interval between individuals is about 10 meters. When this technique is used, the squad leader is normally with the lead team. From this location, he can facilitate navigation, movement, and control. If contact with the enemy becomes possible, but not expected, the traveling overwatch technique is employed. When this is used, the trailing team drops about 50 meters behind the lead fire team, prepared to support it by fire or maneuver. The actual distance between fire teams is dependent upon terrain and visibility. The distance between fire teams in all situations must be tuned to the terrain rather than some magical figure. Additionally, the squad leader displaces to where he can best control the squad. Normally, this is with the trailing team. By so doing, he follows the rule of using the least number of men to find the enemy, as well as enhancing his ability to direct the trailing fire team to support the lead team by fire and or maneuver if necessary. If the lead team is taken under enemy fire, the trailing team is far enough to the rear, yet close enough to fire and or maneuver in support of the lead team. When contact with the enemy is expected, the bounding overwatch by fire teams is used. In this instance, Team Bravo advances to an overwatch position. The trail team, Team Alpha, is in a supporting position designated by the squad leader. Each man in the overwatch team must select a position which will afford him cover, concealment, observation, and a good field of fire.
Look to your left. Bravo team. Dismounted.
The squad leader must ensure that the overwatch team leader knows the route and destination of the bounding team.
You establish an overwatch position, secure the area. Then we'll wait for instructions.
He has also instructed the bounding team leader where and how his team is to move, by which route, what to do when he gets there, the location of the squad leader and the overwatch team, and how he will get his next instructions. This is what has happened. As the bounding Team Bravo moves to an overwatch position, the squad leader displaces to Alpha. By so doing, he will be in a better position to maintain positive control in the event Bravo makes contact with the enemy. When Team Bravo arrives at its overwatch position, the men move out of the wedge formation and occupy the best supporting positions in their immediate area. Each soldier takes maximum advantage of the cover and concealment that is available. Properly positioned and ready to support the bound of Team Alpha, the squad leader directs the Alpha team leader to the next overwatch position.
Jackson, Bravo team established an overwatch
He tells him where to go, how to get there, and what to do after arriving.
This route.
This process of issuing clear and specific orders to the fire team leaders is repeated for each subsequent bound. Thus, everyone knows exactly what is to be done at any given time during the conduct of the overwatch.
I will issue further instructions to you and to your fire team.
Under the protection of Team Bravo, Team Alpha bounds forward. Team passes the overwatch team, the squad leader moves to join Bravo. If there were attached weapons, they would also drop off and move into position with the supporting element. Suddenly taken under enemy fire. The men take cover and immediately return the fire. Team Bravo opens fire. assign an overwatch position to the rear open fire. It will continue its supporting fires until here is a replay of the action which just occurred. As Team Alpha drew near its assigned overwatch position, it was suddenly taken under enemy fire. The team took cover and immediately returned the fire. At the same time, Team Bravo and 2nd Squad opened fire on the enemy. In view of the fact that supporting fires suppressed the enemy fire, the 1st Squad leader decides to maneuver Bravo team forward. He informs the platoon leader of his decision.
Victor 1, this is Victor 2-7. Victor 2-7, this is Victor 8-1, over. It appears we have suppressed enemy fire. I'll pick up the rear element, join the lead element. I'll assault the enemy and consolidate. I'll go ahead and maneuver around him, man. I'll support you from my location on. Roger out.
Then directs the Bravo team leader to maneuver his fire team forward to a position adjacent to the Alpha fire team.
You last drop. You want to tell you people. See stop.
Hey, Carpenter! Shut up! Cease fire! Get ready to move to join Alpha team! Chris! Terry! Cease fire! Get ready to move to meet Alpha team to fight over the position! Come back!
After informing his team of what is going to happen, the Bravo team leader begins to maneuver his team forward. The team leader makes use of a covered and concealed route that places his team in defilade from the enemy fire.
Left flank, second on the enemy. Both teams will assault the enemy.
With Team Bravo now adjacent to Alpha, the squad leader directs Alpha team leader to join Bravo in closing with the enemy.
You need to wait. Okay?
Okay, guys, you better stop. I'll pick up first and you follow me.
Under the supporting fires of the 2nd Squad, the entire 1st Squad proceeds to assault. Observe the manner in which each man moves forward. His rushes are short, 2 or 3 seconds in duration. He uses the butt of his weapon to break his fall. Then quickly moves to a position which offers him cover and concealment. Proficiency and teamwork like this do not come easily. They are the results of thorough, diligent, and effective training by the team, squad, and platoon leaders of the Infantry Rifle Company. platoon leader follows the actions of first squad closely. Prepare to support the assault by fire and maneuver for the remainder of the platoon. It masks the fires of second squad, which immediately lifts its fire.
Cease fire! Cease fire!
The success of any offensive operation depends to a great extent on the ability of the leader to maintain positive control of his unit and to minimize the effectiveness of enemy weapons.
Victory 1 is Victor 2 Seminoles. Enemy resistance eliminated. 3 enemy dead.
Here are some points to remember. The squad leader must instruct his two team leaders where and how their teams must move, by which route, and what they are to do when they arrive. For protection against enemy weapons, the squad uses the terrain for maximum cover and concealment as it moves in a wedge. Enemy contact should be made with the smallest possible force, normally one fire team. While moving to contact, the squad employs one of 3 techniques of movement. When speed is necessary and contact with the enemy is not likely, the traveling technique is used, with one fire team trailing the other. When contact with the enemy becomes possible, but not expected, the traveling overwatch is used, with the trailing team dropping about 50 meters behind the lead team to support it by fire and maneuver. When contact with the enemy is expected, The bounding overwatch by fire teams is used. In the final assault, each squad member moves forward in short rushes, taking advantage of cover and concealment. Using these techniques of movement, the squad accomplishes its mission with the least exposure to enemy fire.